significance of human consciousness and its different states. The stations may all be clustered in a narrow band of land, but each can also be considered a port from which our ancestors set off for more distant shores: the caves of the Dordogne Valley in France, southeastern Turkey, where they built monumental structures, a monastery in Georgia that sits atop ancient human remains, a Neanderthal burial pit in the mountains of Spain, and the virgin forests of Central Africa, where elephant hunters still roam. These places are all part of the same story, the same human quest. Our exciting journey, like every story that uses archaeological methods, will take us from the extremely distant past to relatively recent history, from a picnic on the shores of a lake 1.5 million years ago to the mysterious stone circles and sun-worshipping rituals a mere 5,000 or 6,000 years ago. But this is not a linear story. There is no central path with a clear destination. It has twists and turns, surprising shortcuts, and long pauses when nothing of particular note seems to happen. Human evolution is like that, directionless and rather haphazard. This complicates any attempt to tell its story, throwing in plenty of surprises and misunderstandings that we shall try to decipher together. It is no coincidence that we can make this journey into the heart of the Middle East by visiting stations on both sides of the Jordan Valley. After all, this was a prehistoric corridor connecting the continent of Africa with Europe and Asia. The humans who walked out of the heart of Africa roughly 2 million years ago had to pass through this land. They stopped there, hunted there, and left their footprints all over. The earliest solid evidence of human use of fire was found north of the Sea of Galilee. It is likely that Neanderthals met members of our own species, Homo sapiens, on the slopes of Mount Carmel. They not only bumped into them, they probably also exchanged genes. Hunter-gatherers became farmers, there long before almost anywhere else on Earth. They built a tall tower there, long before the word tower was coined, and there was plenty of action. It was never boring. Our starting point is one of great respect for our ancestors, not just because we are abusing the only planet we have while they took much better care of it, but for the simple reason that they were here for a very long time, tens and hundreds of thousands of years, in fact, during which they reached every corner of the planet, crossed mountains and valleys, survived grueling ecological crises, and yet never set their sights too high, and always made do with what nature had to offer. Here and there, they too, like us, went a bit far. They hunted more than necessary, crafted more and bigger tools than they needed, quarrelled with each other, and probably also ate each other. But all, in the grand scheme of things, let's say, in the 2 million years of human existence, we must doff our caps to them, or at least learn a thing or two from the fascinating stories of all those who were here before us. We should also doff our figurative caps to all those who shoved their spades in the right places, crawled into mysterious caves, and painstakingly sifted through tons of dirt, all in the hope of finding something truly important. These archaeologists' stories are no less captivating than those of the objects of their inquiry. Knowledgeable, persistent, audacious, and meticulous, they were all titans in their fields, and their momentous discoveries will appear throughout our journey. We have chosen to interrupt your listening experience as little as possible, and have made every effort to purge this book of scientific jargon, which by its nature is not user-friendly. We have skipped many findings and nuggets of information to be able to present big ideas, archaeological heroes, and a narrative full of unexpected twists and turns. Finally, one essential clarification: prehistory is a dynamic field. What was once accepted and agreed on 2 decades ago has since been revised at least once, if not twice. What was orthodoxy a